I want to tell you about a moment that made me stop mid sentence and completely change how I speak to my daughter. She was about to get an injection, and I heard myself saying, "Baby, it's just a tiny pinch. You won't even feel it." She looked at me with complete trust. She believed me, and the needle went in, and it hurt. And she looked at me, not with anger, with something worse, confusion. Because I had told her it would be fine, and it wasn't. And I was the person she trusted most in the world. That moment, I realized something that changed how I parent. We lie to our children with so much love, and we are making them more anxious, not less. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you will never say it won't hurt the same way again. Hi, I'm Namita Tiwari Hanswal, and this is Nurturing Humans, where we raise the leaders of 2050 through conscious and research backed parenting. If you are new here, subscribe and hit the bell because every week I will bring your content that will change not just the way you know about parenting, but how you actually show. Today, it's all about honest parenting and why the lies we tell with love are quietly costing our children more than we realize. Let me be very clear before we go any further. When I talk about lying to our children, I'm not talking about cruelty. I'm not talking about manipulation. I'm talking about something every single parent does, including me. We minimize, we soften, and we protect. The injection is just a small pinch before the vaccination. I'll be back before you know it, before we leave for work. The doctor just want to say hello before the appointment. सब ठीक हो जाएगा before something difficult. Don't worry, it will be fun before something that might not be fun at all. Every one of these is said from love, from a parent who cannot bear to see the child suffer, from a parent who genuinely believe that if they can just get the child through the moment, that is what good parenting looks like. And in Indian families specifically, there is an additional layer. We were raised in a culture where protection meant keeping hard truth away from the children, where adults handled difficulty and children were shielded from it, where don't worry was act of love. So this is not about blame. This is about understanding. Because the science tells us that what we think is protecting them is actually doing something else very different inside their brain. Let me tell you what happens in your child's brain and the body after a white lie. The needle goes in and it hurts, and your child nervous system registers two things simultaneously. First, the physical pain, which is manageable. Children are remarkably resilient, they can handle pain. Second, the information mismatch, where their trusted adult told them did not match at all with what actually happened. And this, not the pain, is what creates anxiety. Here's why. A child's sense of safety in the world is built almost entirely on one single thing, their reliability of what you tell them. When what you say matches what actually happens, their nervous system learns that the world is predictable. My parents can be trusted. I can use what I am being told. My parents can be trusted. I can use what I am told to prepare myself. But when what you say consistently doesn't match what really happens, their nervous system learns something else. I cannot truly rely on what I am being told. So every time something unfamiliar approaches, I need to be alert because I don't know what will actually happen. And that alertness, that constant state of I don't know what's coming, is the neurological foundation of anxiety. Research confirms this clearly. Studies shows that parenting by minimizing, what researchers actually call parenting by lying, is linked significantly to higher anxiety in children, not lower, higher. We protect them from the truth, and hard and hand them something much more difficult to manage, which is uncertainty. And uncertainty is the soil in which anxiety grows. Think about it from a child perspective. If your parent, the person who knows everything, who has always protected you, who you trust completely, tells you something is fine and it is not fine, what do you do with the next unfamiliar situation? You cannot use what they say to prepare yourself. You have to stay anxious because experience has taught you the reassurance is not reliable. I want to share what the research actually says because this is not just my opinion, this is backed by science. Studies on parenting by lying found that children whose parents regularly use minimizing and softening showed significantly higher anxiety level as they grow older. Dr. Becky Kennedy, one of the most respectful parenting psychologists globally, makes a powerful point in her work. She says, when we prioritize our child's happiness in the moment by softening reality, we are actually protecting them from a broader range of emotional experience. And when a child is not exposed to the full range of experience, including the uncomfort, they do not develop the condition that comes from knowing. I have felt hard things before and I have been okay. That confidence, that inner knowing is exactly what prevents anxiety. There is also a trust dimension. Research consistently shows that parent child relationship is built on the foundation currency, trust. And trust is not built in the happy, comfortable moment. It is built in the moment when a parent could have softened easily and chose honesty instead. When a child can predict that what you say is what actually happens, they feel safe, even when what is coming is hard, because hard was with a trusted adult beside them. But uncertainty, even if painted as fine, is not. So, what does honest parenting actually looks like? Because I want to be very clear. Honest parenting is not harsh parenting. It's not about delivering the hard truth bluntly. It is not about removing comfort. It is about being truthful and staying honest and warm, real and present. Let me give you the exact phrase swaps. First is situation of the injection. Please don't say it's just a tiny pinch, you won't even feel it. You can say that might hurt for a moment. I'll be right here. You can squeeze my hand as hard as you need to. See the difference? You are not removing the comfort, you are making the comfort real. Situation 2, leaving for work. Instead of saying, I'll be back before you know it, you won't even miss me, you can be honest and say, I'm going to miss you while I'm gone. I'll be back at 3 p.m. That is after your snack and outdoor time, and I'll be thinking about you. You are giving them a specific time, a landmark, a prediction they can trust, and the truth that separation is real and that you feel it too. Situation third is the doctor. Instead of saying the doctor just want to say hello and check if you are healthy, you can say the doctor is going to check different part of your body. Some part might feel a little uncomfortable. I will be right next to you the whole time. See, you can be honest as age appropriation. For babies between 2 and 4, you can say, keep it simple and sensory. Say, might sting, I've got you, that's all they need. Simple, true, warm. For kids between age 5 and 9, add meaning. This will hurt for a moment. Most things that will help us heal feel uncomfortable first. I'll be right next to you. You are brave enough for this. For age 10 to 3, be real. I know you're nervous, that makes complete sense. It will probably be uncomfortable and you can handle it. I have seen you handle hard things before. For teenage, give them full honest partnership. I know this is hard. I'm not going to tell you it isn't. That would feel insulting to you. But I'll be right here and we will get through it together. Notice what stays the same across every age: the honesty and the reassurance of your presence. That's always there. Those two things together, that is what builds a child who's not afraid of hard things, because they have learned hard things are survivable when someone you trust is standing right beside you. I want to say something specific to those of us parenting in an Indian cultural setup. Many of us grew up with "sab theek ho jayega" as the primary comfort phrase, and it was said with love, deep, genuine, protective love. But what our nervous system absorbed over time was, when something is hard, pretend it is. When someone is scary, when something is scary, minimize it. When something is painful, push through it without acknowledging it. And now we are raising children who we want to be emotionally honest and resilient. And we are trying to give them something most of us never given: language for hard things, permission to feel them, a parent who stays not instead of the difficulty but through it. That is not weak, that is not Western, that is not two step, that is not too soft. That is the most ancient form of love. I see you, I'm here. The hard thing is real, and so am I. So, here is your challenge for this week. Just 1 week, one situation. The next time you are about to say, it won't hurt you. Please be real, please be honest. Explain it to your kid in an age appropriate manner and see how it changes their reaction and how it changes you. You are probably allowing yourself to feel the pain through parenting. And honest parenting is also about building our capacities to say, without fixing, without softening, without making it smaller than it is. A child who's not alone in the hard thing can face almost anything. If this video helped you, please share it with one parent who needs to hear it. That one share is how the work reaches families who need it. Subscribe to Nurturing Human for weekly conscious parenting content grounded in research and rooted in real life. And leave me a comment below. I genuinely want to know, what was that white lie you caught yourself saying most often. Tell me below. I read every single comment. Raising 2050 leaders who are happy, connected, and kind starts today with you. Thank you.